It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good.
All right.
I'm Todd
So
Grisham, and next to me for the
famous fight, and I was like, I'm bored out of my mind. I'm gonna do the famous fight pretty much. This man lost to dude. He lost to pretty much. I see a lot of stuff that happens in this game, and over the past months, say years, whatever the case may be, I see this stuff that's basically like irritating me very much when it comes to playing this game. And I'm just basically pointing this stuff out for people, for the developers to basically fix that problem pretty much. Strikes are still doing the same thing as they was doing before. I guess for certain fighters that you use, and the computer will take advantage of that shit. They abuse the fuck out of it. As I'm playing this fight, most of my strikes I throw with the person in front of me. Like, I'll throw a hook, it basically fades right through his face. It do the same stuff that I've been talking about for like most of the fighters in this game, pretty much. And my stamina will go down because of that fighter. That's the problem I'm dealing with. I don't know about anybody else. I don't know what any other body's dealing with or maybe have, but that's the problem I'm dealing with most of these fighters in this game. Over the past months, couple, when this game first came out, I was dealing with my issues pretty much with this game, and the punches was just phasing through. So that problem was basically like there. It's not every fighter that basically had that problem. It's pretty much like some fighters, like I got right here. And then the red gloves. I pretty much have them. I throw certain strikes, they phase through his face, or they don't even count as strikes. Or I throw it to a body, they don't even count as strikes to the body pretty much. And I'm playing offline. I don't play online because online is so bad for me to play. So see, I can basically this thing, and it's not because he moved. It's pretty much the game is not registering that I'm basically like he's staying still. So I'm saying he's blocking. It makes sense that he's blocking, but again, and sometimes when I throw a strike, it don't even want to hit the damn target. So this man can do everything that damn possible. So I can throw his strikes off, which just makes sense, but I gotta be tough because my stamina goes down if I basically throw a normal strike to him.
Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Zhang is in trouble. How is this fight still continuing?
Defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
It's not for all the fighters, it's just for certain fighters that are using the game. The strikes in this game are basically non-existent to use. Now, the angles are
seconds to go.
I basically kept seeing that for myself. I'm not trying to say it, but basically feel like, yo, y'all doing what y'all doing, but the patches is basically like working for certain things. But you're like, you trying to throw like this regular strikes.
We've got to bluff it. We're going to come up now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
He caught him with a left hook. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
If you're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching you every move, every twitch.
Nice lead hook. He threw a punch and just got countered. Perfect counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
Explode so fucking fast. They explode so fast. Like, you see you got it, and they're like, nope, you ain't got it. It explodes so freaking fast. I noticed that in this game. If you're looking for a counter, you gotta hurry. If you can't get them, then you lost them pretty much. The counter window to like that. Like, one minute you have it, next minute gone. It's gone. It's split second.
That last round was huge for him, Johnny.
They don't get punished for shit that they do, but they get punished for it.
Why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Yeah, like they don't get punished for shit they leave themselves open after the time. Like they close that shit so fucking bad.
Some more action here.
You got to be lucky in counter for real. You got to be so damn lucky.
And then step back for just, and down goes the big bang. Wow, let's take another look at that.
You got to be lucky as fuck to get a counter in this game for real. Or you got to be that dude to know how to do the counter shit. But this time, he explode so fast. Damn,
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Did you see that? And the big bang just got banged. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Nice straight left. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. For this next round,
this looks so damn slow.
Here we go to the fourth round.
Let's
see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle, man. He's got to bluff him.
Straight right just misses. Can't land the jab there. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Goddamn, you don't know when you're throwing power, bro.
That left
That
hook
dude
doesn't
moved the
find
hell
its
out the
target.
way, he throwing it. That right there.
Has to be careful for
Got
that receipt.
beat.
It's always coming. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
Swift again. Standing right next to him. That dude, did he throw a punch or something? Like, it don't make sense. Wow,
Despite
actually
what
good
the
for him.
judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. It's no secret who has the advantage. Time for the 5th round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He blocks the right uppercut. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. He's got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. As bad as there's the bell for round 6. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious trouble. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain, mother boy.
Hold that thought! And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
A lot of effort being exerted here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
Because when you talk about champions,
And there's the bell for round 7. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
How about that time counter shot? Missing with the hook. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Zhang is in trouble. I thought we were gonna see the finish there.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. Like it never happened.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Swing and a miss with the jab. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. How much cardio was put in for this fight? May come down to that.
There's a lot on the line here.
But
I need you to switch back on.
it's mother.
Focus. Get your minds on the
Nice round. Good round. I
Brother,
like
it's
that.
acting weird.
Just stay
Early.
focused up there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back. Get your focus.
Smart. The jab's working nice. Those 1-2 straight down.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown the shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
I see that old. Do some lines, that's why we play that.
That hook just can't find the target. Good counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered.
Like your shirt. Gray. The red, the pink gray. Your shirt got two things on it. Like it. Get your face rag off your pants, please.
Y'all are stupid things.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
They've done it before.
She sneezed again. She sneezed again. She sneezed again. She's sneezing. That's her sneezing, man. That's her baby sneezing. She got the muscles. It's the muscles. She got the muscles, man. She got the muscles. That's what she got. She got the muscles.
What is that?
The muffins? Oh, you gotta find out that. You gotta Google it. You got the muscles. She got the muffles. What time she got to go to school? What time is it? Damn. Shit. Ooh. Up here just chilling. Up here just chilling. I didn't even look at the damn time. I kept looking at it and we just moving.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this bout, so they stare into each other. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fight. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this?
Frazier? Oh. Dope.
Disaster averted.
Ain't nothing.
Defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
The straight right just misses.
Butterflies.
Defense is not an option for these two. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Those counter punches has to hurt.
He got weird ways going. Let's see. He goes when he throws his
misses. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Hey, all right, Frazier. What did I do? What did I do? What did I do, sir?
Fights, my personal favorite has to be the Thriller in Manila. It was estimated to have been seen by 1 billion people, and what a brutal encounter it was.
Again, this is history in the making. This is what we write our fight game about. These two guys are the ultimate warriors.
Ain't nothing, sucker. Ain't nothing, sucker.
And he misses with the left uppercut.
On this clock, on this game clock. Oh shit. He's gonna hit me again. You need to get something to eat.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
I shot. I take that. Sucker.
Let's talk about Ali in that last round.
You know Rock, we gonna begin the fight. We're gonna get to it.
Here's the bell for round 2. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Back up, man. Back up, man.
Both men step back for just a moment.
Back up. Back up, man.
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring.
There you go, the shuffle feet. That's what's up.
This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blind counter.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How about that time counter shot? Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Big whiff with the right hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't...
Okay, now let her choose the fight.
The bell rings and we start the third. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The straight right just misses. Got his gloves up to block the left jab. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Punch, counter punch. How about that time counter shot? Nice job to block that uppercut. The perfect counter lands. That jab misses. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one. On to the fourth we go. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Nobody home with that hook. Big swing and a miss with the hook. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. On to the fifth we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. That hook won't score. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards, going to need a knockout.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you...
This is the beginning of round 6, so the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
We wanted action, and they are delivering. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
This can be so frustrating when you're in with such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just that's a match made in heaven.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. Insane action. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? They are not going to let this one go to the judges. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance. Here comes round 7. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
A perfect counter lands. Caution being thrown to the wind. When are we going to see a jab from these two? You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not so rigid anymore with the stance. Swing and a miss with that uppercut. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round.
Last round, turn up.
And there's the bell for round 8. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A perfect counter shot. Well done with that counter shot. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran, the first one.
And finally, Muhammad Ali goes down. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. It was as close as we thought it was, and this fight is a split decision win.
Split decision. How one-sided does it have to be? A split decision. Who's doing this, Joe? Todd, tell me. Come on, talk to me, man. That is not a split decision. Ridiculous.
I was actually good fight until I got knocked down. That was that. He was on me.
Welcome into the WBC arena.
Sure that's your phone? Last I grabbed somebody else's phone.
These two get it on. So here is 20-year-old Saul Alvarez.
That's why he's with me. Respect this man. After watching this man, I respect.
Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Ooh, a stiff jab. The straight right just misses. Right hook just missed. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted. It's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Punch, counter punch. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. The game plan is...
That was a weird spin. These fighters are very weird to be like this.
Again. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses have come back.
Jabs and straights look weird.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Counterpuncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
They're giving us a high-tempo show. Good counterpunch. Catch and shoot.
Wait for me, you still.
A perfect counter lands. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. To have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout with that.
There's the bell to start round 3. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Can't land that jab. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A perfect counter shot. There's a counter shot. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice slip to avoid the jab. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. The straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something. Back at it in round 4. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Good defense to block the hook. That left hook won't score. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nope, that hook won't score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt.
Good work.
There's the bell for round 5. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
And he misses with that jab. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he'll catch you.
His stamina is off the charts. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, there was no doubt about who won that. There's the bell to start round 6. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Blocks that left hook. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box it. Frustrating, because if you let him get away with it, he blows you down.
Catch and shoot. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Right hook catching air. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You don't want to trade shots. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go.
Seats and setup right. Dang, they're not. It look okay sometimes, but it's not set up right. If the person leans, go to one side, it should be cracked. That's what it's going that direction.
He knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that.
All my damn experience is pretty much boxing, pretty much going that exact way. You should be cracked or
He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
I've seen certain fighters that can repel on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Those counter punches have to hurt. That right uppercut misses. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. That was the moment.
Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
That jab doesn't score.
Clash is just the one thing that basically just like, yes, it does happen in real life, but it's basically they work so on they go.
Straight right
Clash,
just misses.
if people don't know what I'm talking about, it's when they basically bump, like
Not
they
a lot of punch out there.
run,
Thought there might be more action
both
here.
fighters are basically running towards each other. In this game, the
How
clash
about
is
that
so
time counter
off.
shot? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
Which a game is trying to be realistic. I would basically say, man, I can do without the clash. I can do without it. Pretty much. But I get what I get what they was trying to do, trying to be realistic. It comes down to basically like when it comes to striking and stuff like that, it does happen in the fight. Like two fighters collide together for when they do, they basically make it.
That was a
It's
tough
it's
last
like
round.
look like a
Now you've
difference
got to
in the
make
head.
sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to
And
try and
like
do.
next game,
So
don't
tie
put the
him up,
clash in the
hold him,
goddamn game.
lean on
Please
him.
don't.
Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Because the clash is just the main thing is I think that's like a wall is stopping from certain strikes are hitting. I really feel like that. It's like a clash. It's like as soon as you get close, it's like a wall that's like stopping you from basically hitting them half the damn time. It's like a silent wall. It's like stopping you from hitting where stop hitting. It's like if a person throw a punch and you beat that person to a punch, I think that person should basically get that punch in, pretty much, or that basically should stop you from throwing a strike. This game has that like an issue with that, which I'm seeing. I'm seeing all this stuff while I'm playing this game.
Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
If he's blocking that, right? If he's blocking this, and this is the system that I think it will make sense. If he's doing all that blocking, so-called blocking, right? It should basically I should be hitting his gloves. I should be hitting the fuck out of the damn gloves, pretty much. If he's doing all that blocking, I should be hitting his gloves. I should not be hitting and nothing. I should not be hitting nothing. I should be hitting his gloves. You should be hitting the sound effects of his gloves, pretty much. Like that makes more sense than basically whiffing a shot and actually like throwing a strike. It's like sometimes it hits, sometimes it don't hit. That don't make any sense. If I'm throwing strikes and he's blocking to his head and I hit his gloves, that makes more sense than basically just throwing a whiffing shot that basically don't make no sound.
Be careful they don't punch themselves out here.
It's like sometimes you want to give me sound, sometimes you don't want to give me sound. Make up your mind.
Metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Oh boy! Amir Khan dazed! And Amir Khan finally on the canvas. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Yes, I feel like this game do. It do, it definitely do. It makes sense for a boxing to have a blocker. So you know how many strikes that you can take. You get the fuck away from the person.
Well,
Move
they're
around.
back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Oh, he can smoke.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Johnny, it was a very close fight until the end. In the end,
I
we
wanted
get
my
a split
spirit.
decision.
It could have
I
been
wanted my
either way,
spirit.
and it's hard, you know, you're going to have people arguing. The
The
fans.
computer on this game has the system down packed when it comes to moving his damn head. That's for damn sure. The damn computer has that like maxed the fuck out. They know when to move their head when they basically see that strike coming to them. When they see a heavy strike coming to them, they'll sidestep. I played this game long enough to realize to see that shit. Like if you put it on a lower difficulty, the computer will do extra shit. I mean, it'll do like stuff that you like. All right, I get it. They got the down pat pretty much. Canelo, as I'm using both versions of him, have hit detection problems. He has hit detection problems. I would say, um, who else have hit detection problems that I use in the game? It pretty much is like I'm whiffing half of the damn strikes. Canelo, both of the Canelos, like both of them, no matter what year you're using, they have hit detection problems. Like you cannot, like you be whiffing half your shots because it strikes go somewhere else other than where it's supposed to go at for real. Because there'll be times that he'll basically throw a jab, and that jab will basically go somewhere else that other than going to the target it's supposed to go to half of the damn time. Like this man will be aiming for the sky instead of aiming for where his opponent's going at. He's aiming for the sky. Like it's very weird. He does that. Um, who else do that? Who else do that? I think that's the only person I ran into that does that. Pretty much, it's annoying. Pretty much, like I'm trying to use. Oh yeah. Um, where is he at? Where is he at? Is he in his workplace? No, he's not in his workplace. He's in it. He he used to do that. I don't think he does that anymore. But he used to do that. I like using him now because he basically doesn't do that no more. Um, and hoping and pray for this game. Pretty much when it comes to like likeness, you actually get the full likeness of what they do in the ring. Pretty much, it's the slick thing that he does. Pretty much where he get control of your damn head. Like he has what's name? He throwing his punches and he'll grab your head, move you to the side and start tagging you. I wish they'd like bring that to the game. Pretty much. I wouldn't think that's cheating. I would think that's be something that he does. Like that's his thing. Just like how you got the drunken boxer has his whole style in this game. I feel like they can influence and put some stuff that basically makes sense. That actually like see actual boxers do in real life. That actually bring them to life more than stuff that you actually like that you look at from like what's saying. I wish the speed was a little bit pushed up a little bit better than how it is in this game. Um, it seems like the speed they going by, the speed they working with right now, is a little bit. It's a little bit off to me because the fight still looks like half of the time look like they light sparring. It looks like light sparring. When a person basically said and watch two people going at it, they don't look like they basically really like fully going at it. Pretty much, it looks like a light spar to me. And the reason why I'm saying it looks like a light spar because I feel like that's what they're basically doing in that in those mocap suits. It was light sparring, and it looks like they light sparring pretty much. And you can't really make it look real unless they do some really like full out animate, get some really good animations that really look like it's really doing some that like you're actually doing some damage, pretty much. Um, Another thing I basically counter in this game that I basically get irritated most of the time I play this game pretty much is the knockdown animations. The knockdown animations look too damn like it looks like a person's a feather. And he looks like he basically can just glide, like he'll slowly, like your opponent will fall, and when he falls like flat. He falls down, but when he falls like a damn feather. And I know when I feel like gravity should take control of that man's body. I'm just saying this. Gravity should take control of that man's body. I want to see heavy falls. Like if a person get knocked down and it's like a straight man, I want to see that man go. You hit a weight of that man's body. Because seeing somebody get knocked down in real life is like the most things. It's like I don't know. It's addictive. It's addictive. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's addictive. It's like yo, damn. Okay, he knocked me down. But when you basically play this game, they the knockout animations just look off. And it look like you basically just knocked out a feather. why is he falling down so damn slow? Doing this and then walk and then fall. I'm like, okay, bro. That's if they basically if they give us the knockdown animations I seen in the beta that was like quick, that fall down and pretty much. Because if a person's still standing, I should be tee off on his face. I'm just saying, like, if a person's slowly falling down and I can't tee off on his face at the angles that I'm at for him, like hit him with a hook, boom, 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 and then he's falling. While he's falling, I should maybe tag him some more until he hit the ground. But this game is basically a stop you after you get 2 strikes, and that's it. And the man's still falling slow as shit. So I'm like, that pisses me off when I see that shit. Like that pisses me off. Another thing that pisses me off pretty much, um, it's the striking with Muhammad Ali, pretty much. It's his hooks. I want to basically get that fast speed that he had in that one fight. I want that. I want that brought to the game. If somebody can basically mocap that in the game of his hand speed when he's doing boom, 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 I want that. I want to basically have the fighter speed like turned up if you feel like turning up pretty much, but you take taxes on that shit. Like it should be like, okay, I turned up. You can pick when you want to turn up. Yes, your speed can be boom, boom, boom. You can be fast as shit, and then slow it down because you basically taking control, like you have control of your stamina. I want more. I want it more fleshed out on this game. Body shots to basically like some damage to slow you down, pretty much. Um, more arenas, definitely more arenas. Um, I'll say I got a list of things I would love for this game to have. More arenas, more stuff to make the freaking career mode more interesting. And I'm talking about you can basically choose the gloves you're wearing in your fight. Pretty much, you pick what color gloves that you gotta wear. It's like how they do in real life. And make the game more interesting. Pretty much from the standpoint of a boxing mindset. Pretty much, oh yeah, you get to use these gloves. You get to use which weight. Like they got weights on gloves. Like you can use this pound weight, this weight glove, or you can do this thing. You can pick and choose which weight gloves you want to wear. Pretty much, like stuff like that that makes sense. And for the and still for the career mode, I want to see you can do like you can do like interviews or something like that. Make the story, give it a story. Give it a story. It don't have to be scripted or nothing like that. But have a person that you have a rivalry with talk trash to you. In like the basic on like what's that? I'm gonna knock him, I'm gonna do this to him, and he ain't gonna be able to handle me. They talk shit to each other in a fighting game. They talk shit. It happens in the boxing game. I mean it happens in the boxing league. It happens in UFC, it happens in what's name. If the person don't like that person, you basically run into a guy who's a bully, or you run into a guy who basically want to basically be this. I mean, you run into a guy that's either a bully and disrespectful, or you run to a guy that basically like respects you and basically say some nice stuff, but still want to basically like give you the best fight in the world. But like have certain things like that. You got one guy that's a bully, you got one guy that's basically an asshole, or whatever the case may be. It should be multiple different versions of people you fighting in the career mode to make the game more interesting. The other thing I want to see cuts, damage. I want to see more damage to the face. I want to see that pretty much. The same thing how it is in UFC 5. Same thing I got in UFC 5, where you get hit in a certain place, you get a cut. You basically get hit in the mouth, you bleed from the mouth. I want to see that. Or you basically get hit with a straight, you bleed from the nose. You take uppercuts to the face, you bleed from the mouth because you bit your you kind of bit down on your lip, or you basically like he cut you by the gloves or something like that. I want to see more damage in the game when it comes to a boxing game. Because boxing games, all the damage is brutal. The swollen eye, the mouse on the forehead. I want to see things that basically Fight Night had in the game, brought to a game that's basically upgraded for it. knockdowns. Listen, I'm not gonna go back to the knockdowns. Pretty much, I said what I said. What I want the knockdowns. I want basically have a little bit of weight to it. That's all I'm gonna leave for that. Pretty much, when you get knocked down, you should flop to the floor. Just flop, pretty much. And if you get rocked, which they have it right, they do have that right. You get rocked in this game, you get kind of get spaghetti legs. I've seen a couple of people do that on this game. They get the animation of the spaghetti legs. You get that rubber leg shit, and you basically snake. Which I think for sure, and I don't know if this is gonna be the right thing to say or not, but I kind of say it like I feel like when you get rocked to get that control, like I feel like the controller should be backwards if you get rocked. It should be like like it should be backwards. Like your control should be backwards every time you get rocked because you're basically your head shook, so you don't know which way you're going. If they can basically do that and basically make it work, I'll be fine with it. I want to see I want to see a better get up system. I'm not a big fan of that, and I don't use it. I'm not using it. I'm sorry. They try and make it easy, pretty much the left, right, and all that are the back triggers and stuff like that, the hold it and all that stuff. I don't care what they do. It's still not gonna be fun. Not having it. Okay. Um, Still more customizations for the fighters. I want to see that in the game. Um, Names on the shorts. Which I'm like every fighter in this goddamn game, if it's not created, got their name on the shorts. If they not real fighters, they got their name on the shorts. But if they do, if they are real fighters, they got their name on the shorts. If they fake fighters, they ain't got their name on the shorts. They can't rock a logo. They can't rock anything. I want to rock a logo or something. Logos on the shorts or something to basically make me feel like I'm actually like in the boxing league or something. Like I'm wearing these colored shorts and you got this logo. I'm like, oh, that look hard, bro. Like designs and stuff. Like give us better designs, all that stuff. Like give us the full opportunity to create a boxer from scratch and make him look like an actual boxer. Pretty much, even if he's not the fighter like custom, like a creative fight, like he's basically like from scratch. Like give us basically the way we can put on like some fancy stuff. Even basically have like a buy system. You can buy suits and stuff like that. Like stuff that basically makes sense. Like in an interview, you want to rock a suit, you gotta get the money for a suit. So you basically gotta do fights to get the suit. You want to buy a yacht or buy whatever you want to buy, pretty much. You basically have stuff to buy with your money, but you basically gotta be careful and spend crazy money. Like make the career mode more interesting by like stuff that you buy on the sideline. Oh, I bought another gym, so now you got a gym to go to. And you can train your dude and do basically his stuff up. Like make the mode more gravitating to more interesting, gravitating to it. So if you buy something, it basically helps your fighter in the long run, pretty much. And the one thing I like that basically like for WWE games did pretty much that I think would be cool if they do that, if they do this whole idea, is every time you basically buy something on the game, that shit goes into like a picture. It shows your character in that place with that picture. Or basically you can do like what's the name of I want to say open world. Don't do no open world. I could say like the idea I'm thinking about is like to make it more interesting pretty much. You actually can go into your house. That's it. You actually go to your house and your gym. Like you basically gotta set your schedule up, rest mode, you basically get to see you. Basically, like as soon as you say I'm going to rest, I'm getting to rest, your dude will go back into your house and just close the door and bed. Or basically you go to the bed and you basically lay down. Pretty much. You want to cook some food, it basically got a little thing you can set up and schedule for the food thing. Like it makes the game more feel like you actually feel like a damn boxer if they got that set up like that. That chick and basically got Def Jam Fight for New York had the idea this should basically be in all fighting games. And I'm just saying that. I'm saying that from basically playing that Def Jam game. Just doing stuff like that, buying jewelry, buying stuff that you basically like, oh, I got the money to buy. Doing all that stuff outside of like your boxing pretty much. If you go to like a main event, you actually can go to like a event or something like a boxing event, or you basically can commentate on a fight pretty much. Doing stuff like that to make the game more interesting. Like, oh, I actually went to a fight and basically wore this fresh outfit, and I'm looking clean and fresh pretty much. And then I run into my people and basically get ready to fight. Oh man, that would be dope as shit if they do something like that. Like it's so much stuff that fighting games can do, and basically fighting fans will love to have it. I can call it the best game of all time. I feel like if they do some stuff like that, and they push the envelope like that, the game will be nice as a bitch. Have the same type of thing, where you get a little cutscene or something like that, and you run into a person that you basically ready to fight, and y'all bump heads, like y'all motherfuckers like y'all. What's that? He say, man, you ain't got nothing, you ain't got what you think you got in your hands, man. Or he basically say something like, give him some reaction, read some lines, and act like he actually wants your head, he wants your head on a platter. Like, oh my god, man. They got impressionists, man. They got people who can do impressions of famous fighters, pretty much. Hire them to do impressions of the fighters you're going against. So if they basically high caliber, but ask them to permission to do that shit. I'm just gonna say that, ask permission to do that shit. Oh yeah, and by the way, rest in peace to Ricky Haddon. I think he passed away. They found him in his house. Brutal. Rest in peace to him. Another thing I'm pretty much going to say before I end this live stream too, live stream, more styles in the boxers, pretty much more boxing styles. Fix the Philly show, fix it, please, fix it, please fix the Philly show. That's not no damn Philly show. I don't care what you say, that is not the goddamn Philly show. It's not. Pretty much. Caleb Plant got it set on his player. Roy Jones got that shit set on his player pretty much. I ever try to put it on my Floyd Mayweather that I created. It doesn't look like the Philly. That's not the Philly show. That's not. I'm sorry. It's not. It doesn't look like the Philly show. It just look wonky. It just look like it just look off. And I seen games who basically have the Philly show and their fight night champion had the Philly show and it looks like the Philly show pretty much. Like the blocking. All this stuff, boom. Like they don't even do that on this game. Like they don't even do that. And I've basically seen that in action, like the person I can see in a boxer actually do the Philly show right in front of my face, like you see it on the game. They do it all wrong. Like damn, this is supposed to be represented for realistic. That's not a Philly show. Very much. I like that. That's what's name. So fix the Philly show. It'd be fun if you fix it. Anybody else want to see in the game? That'd basically be cool. Driving to your location. Just a little driving thing, or basically have a little cutscene when your car to get into the car that you bought. This the money spending thing, pretty much. Like I'm on that type of idea. Like you spending money, and you can spend money on stuff that you basically find a mistake, or even basically when your character retires or something like that. He owns a gym. You basically start from scratch and create another boxer into the gym that you basically bought. Take my ideas, man. Take my ideas. Take them. Give me the money and pay me for them. Pay me for them for that cool ass idea. When you retire, you basically open the gym that you bought. You can basically create another fighter from that gym and basically start him up. And your fighter that you basically retired is basically his coach. Oh. Seeing it happen in real life pretty much is one of the things that's what most boxers do. They become coaches and they become good coaches at that. So that'd be a grain. I mean, go against the grain on that. Um, it's a lot of ideas, man. It's a lot of stuff that y'all can do with a boxing game. Pretty much to make a game interesting to play. Pretty much have like fancy gloves that you can buy. Pretty much don't put behind a do not put these shit behind no damn paywall. Do not do that. Pretty much because people forget grinding for something and unlocking something is the best thing. It feels good to basically unlock something to get some money. It's in game instead of buying that shit in real life with real money. It, it's a different feeling. Bro. It's a very different feeling. Um, if y'all do have it stuff locked, don't put it behind a paintball. That's all I'm asking. If y'all do have stuff locked down, don't put shit behind a paintball. Um, Like have some cool ass stuff that makes you can buy for an unlock or unlock a legend fighters and stuff like that. Like go back to the old school game and guarantee you people will basically buy the goddamn game. If the game pretty much is doing what it's supposed to do, draw people into it, pretty much we got people talking about it and like, yo, actually, man, I actually got this career. Like hearing somebody explain what they did in the career mode and basically saying, yo, I bought me a car and my dude about to retire or he basically had his last, I do his last fight, so I gotta go out with a bang or something like that, pretty much. Or he basically gets injured and you basically gotta create another fighter to take his place, or you basically like this make the game interesting. That's what I'm basically trying to say. Make the game more interesting by the different scenarios you can put your fighter into. They got the whole injury system on this game pretty much. So your fighter takes too much damage to the head or takes damage, period, he can basically retire early, pretty much. So that's a cool ass idea, but like I would say make it more basically roll on that idea and work with it and make it better, make it even better, pretty much. Where you never get a career mode doesn't stop because your fighter injured or something like that. Um, like your career mode or your one character doesn't stop. But if you create another fighter, he basically follow behind that fighter, and that fighter tells him what happened. Or I took a head damage or something like that. Keep the career mode going by doing it. Like I've seen that happen a lot of times in real life. It's like you can basically you can put that in a video game, and then basically people basically gravitate to that shit. If you got a fighter that basically took too much damage and he had to retire early, and he owns a gym, or your fighter doesn't own a gym, he's basically homeless or whatever the case would be. Your fighter the new fighter that you create, gets into it and basically tells him like, don't. And he tells the other fighter that he tells your creative fighter tells the other fighter like, yo, don't take too many hit damage because you'll end up like me. If y'all do it right, man, y'all can make money off that shit. A career mode is basically has a true branching storyline, pretty much. Whatever decision you make in the game, pretty much. Buy fancy gloves and clothes and tatted up. Better tattoos too in the game. Better tattoos. If you can't put better tattoos in the game, give us the editing situation. Give us the editing stuff that y'all do in the 2K games, in the wrestling games. Same stuff that you can do, just like edit and tattoo, put like tattoo on your body. But hopefully people don't get too damn disgusting. Put anything, which I feel like that's gonna happen regardless, no matter what. Porn stars and all the X-ray stuff, pretty much in the game, which they do all the time. It's like there's so much stuff that video games, fighting games included, can do with their game to make the game more interesting, other than just making a mode about fighting. Yes, it's a boxing game. 100% it's a boxing game. But at the same time, you can basically push the envelope on ideas wise, making a full fleshed out. Every time I think about career mode, and my brain goes to not think like how 2K is, how the 2K, how they got the little, the my, they call it my park and all that stuff and all that bullshit. My thing is making a smaller version of that for the boxing game, or basically doing like how old Madden was back in the day, pretty much what you basically show you in your house, and you basically withstand over time, or like 2K games where it basically show you buying stuff for your house, pretty much to make you feel like you're actually doing something. Because some of these damn boxing games are bland as fuck. They don't let you do just box and that's it. I gravitate to tell you that, like, yo, if you got a place to put your trophies instead of looking like a background, like how this is, how this career mode is, on this career mode, you're just looking at a black and blue screen. Pretty much this game, pretty much. You don't have a house, you don't have nothing. You're just looking at this, right? Just picture yourself. You get a trophy or you get a title. You have a house to basically see your trophies and stuff like that. Just picture that. That's all I'm saying. Just picture that. Start looking at this blank screen. Start looking at this black background. This bland as hell. Looking at all this stuff, right? You're inside your house and you basically looking at the trophies that you won in your fights, pretty much. Like how 2K is. When it comes to like the house thing, like you actually can walk around your house and look at your trophies, look at the stuff that you did. Like that's the kind of thing I want to see in these boxing games. But it seems like, are we ever going to get that idea? So I'm gonna end it on that, and like I said, more customization to the um, the game for to basically make the game more, making it for that. If y'all can't do it on this game, try doing the next game. Because this bland career thing that y'all got for the weight thing, I don't think I'm thinking on my behalf, but I think it'd be interesting for them to make this game and like fun, pretty much. They did do the mini games. I don't think you need mini games. It just needs something to make the game interesting. To make the game interesting. If they do go the mini game route, I'm just thinking about this right now. If they do go the mini game route, don't make it like 2K how they do 2K. That mini games, that mini game how they set up on 2K is bad. It's horrible. But people do it no matter what. Pretty much. Don't make the mini game so stupid. Just make it. If you're doing a mini game, bro, you can make it fun, pretty much, and we could basically just grow on that. But don't make the mini game stupid. You're doing a mini game for the training stuff like that. Don't make it too like the same thing every time you do it. Pretty much, you can change it up every once in a while. I think that like bring people in like, yo, I did a different training. Like they got me doing this, pretty much. But that's my ideas for this for next Undisputed or whatever the case. If they decide to add more stuff to this game to make the game more interesting, which I hope and pray they do. Um, that's the one thing I'm looking forward to do. I'm looking forward, trying to basically see if they actually do extra stuff. I see the route they go on with the game. Excuse me. I see the route they going with the game, but it's like to a point. I want to see more. I just want to see more. That's it. That's all I can basically. I'm not going to sugarcoat any goddamn thing. I just want to see more. Nothing else. Nothing is crazy. Very much. Punches look good. The move, I can say the movement look really good. When it comes down to this game, the movement look really good. That's the only thing that looks good about this game. Other than that, everything about this game just look a little bit. The striking just look wonky sometimes, pretty much because I see the hand moving everywhere else, but we're supposed to like you'll throw a strike and your hand will just like do some weird animation where it goes everywhere else, pretty much. It happens less than anything, pretty much. So, but yeah. Other than that, the game can basically just need overhaul. It's a reboot. It's a reboot. Um, yeah. I was would say I'm done talking. Pretty much, I got my ideas out there. Pretty much, so let's see if it hits let's see if it hits the world. Pretty much, because it's basically for everybody to see. So I'll see y'all people later. Peace out.